Hello all, how are you? So today's first class for 100% English batch. How many of you are first time reading audit? You can use the chat box to communicate with me. And of course, in Google Meeting you can only see my screen, but whatever recordings etc. you will going to get, you will see me plus the screen. Okay. Just one clarification here. Yes, and the recording of this session will also be available on YouTube. I will try to put it on YouTube, okay? But it's better if you can attend live. That will be the best case, right? So just tell me how many of you are first time reading audit or like you have already read? Yes, no. Already you have already you have read the audit or it is first time you are reading CA final. First time. What about others? First time. Okay, then we have very much first timers. Okay. No issue in that. So already read in old syllabus. Okay. Then also no issue. Okay. I will tell you something about our batch. Okay. First of all, for introduction. Okay. And afterwards, I will please try not to leave the meet because it will be hard for me to again and again add you. Right. Okay. So, something about our batch. It is 30 days batch, okay. For someone, it might be 45 days if you have opted for a regular batch, okay. That main difference would be the number of questions would be solved in the uh, batch, okay. Um, we are going to have comprehensive coverage of all the chapters, okay. I'm not going to drag any chapter, okay. We will study in a lower phase, okay. In the manner you can understand all the things, and plus you will get the conceptual understanding for the audit, because I know many of you are from the are reading for the first time audit, okay. So, particularly for audit new syllabus, the whole syllabus is divided into three parts. Okay. The first part is the other audits. Okay. That means the other audit that we like, we do audit for the public sector undertaking, we do audit for internal audit, we do group audits. Okay. We have something known as digital audit, audit of banks and NBFC, forensic audit, investigation, due diligence. Okay. The new chapter, sustainable development goals. This is a very new chapter. Okay, so we have the other audits. Then we have something known as professional ethics and liability of auditor. Okay, professional ethics and liability of auditor. This is almost same from the previous year. Okay, then we have all the essays. Okay, some essays, SQC, etc. Many SQCs, etc. are being added, and various essays 800 series etc. was not there earlier, but now there is essays series there, and we will have some question practice at the end of the batch. Okay. Yes, along with the batch I'm going to solve some of the questions, but maximum of the question will be solved in the end. Okay. Yes, we will going to have new material. Okay, we will study from the new material itself, that is ICI's material. So it won't be feel, you will not feel bulky about it. Okay, most of the students feel that institute material is too much bulky, but this will not be the case in our class, because we were going to study all together from the study material plus my notes. Okay, plus my notes. Okay, how you will going to get the notes etc. I will going to get the notes from our Telegram group itself. Weekly test will be there. Whatever subjects, whatever chapters we're going to cover in full of the week, you will get the test of it on Sunday. Okay. If you have opted for the regular batch, you will get the checking of that as well. Daily question solving will be there, and believe you that this particular batch is going to get all of your fear for audit. Okay. Yes, we were going to. have a question bank. Okay, we'll share you with the question bank. In the question bank, there will be like past year papers, MTP question, mock test papers, okay, and all the module questions as well. All the module question as well. Now, how past year in RTP will come? It is from the old syllabus, which is now also relevant. Only that questions I have taken in the question bank that is relevant now. Those topics will be relevant now. Okay. Uh, Apart from that, we have our test series mentoring program as well as virtual library programs. About it, I will tell you later on, maybe if any one of you are interested into that. For now, let's focus on our syllabus. So, as I have told you, please be on mute. And if you wanted to tell anything, you can use the, you know, the chat box. Okay. Uh, and yes, I will give you all a chit chat type of session later on after the class. First of all, as per me, there are like professional ethics, essays, and other chapters. What is the marks expectations that I would do for you? Okay, what will be the marks expectation? So, as per me, the marks for professional ethics will be 20 marks. Okay, the ICI has not given any kind of bifurcation, but as per me, as per the past trends, as per ICI, whatever they give marks, so accordingly, professional ethics mostly I will think it must come for like 20 marks. And about essays, it must be come for 30 to 40 marks or maybe beyond 40 marks. For other chapters, my expectations would be 40 to 50 marks. Okay. So how we are going to go? There are only 7 chapters in the other audit, that is digital audit, group audit, bank, PSU, internal due diligence, and sustainable development goals. If you ask me what is the changes, what are the changes from the old syllabus to the new syllabus? So the main change is the sustainable development goal. This is a new chapter. There is a very wide chapter in the wide change in the digital audit. Okay, there are few chapters that is being removed, so we do not talk about it. Okay. Um, and then there are some changes in the professional ethics as well. Some of the inclusions are there. After that, there are major changes in the inclusion in the audit list. Okay. So how we are going to do? We will first finish off our other audits. Then we will move towards the professional ethics, and afterwards we will move towards our essays. This is going to be the approach for audit for ourselves, because by this we will be able to complete, a huge chunk of chapters, that is the 7 chapters in the starting of the class itself. Okay, so this is going to be our approach for audit. Okay, um, and also we're going to take notes, etc. I'll share you my notes as well as we will study from the module also. Okay, anything else question you have about the batch? Any questions that I have not taken maybe? Any questions you can ask me? It is going to be the 30 days batch for fast track. Okay, and for full syllabus you have opted for, it will going to be at 45 days. Content will be same in both. Okay, questions would be different. Okay, questions would be more solved in the 45 days batch. Test will be provided. Okay, test will be provided to both of you. Like in checking will be there for the regular batch only. Okay, not for the fast track, only for the regular batch checking will be there. MCQs will not going to solve currently. Maybe during the question period time we'll solve some of the MCQs. Some MCQs we will solve together with the chapter itself, because there are some integrated case study given in each of the chapters. In that MCQs are given, so we'll solve that MCQs only. Apart from that, other MCQs, I don't think that is the need of the MCQs, because if your content is 100% done, then you will easily be able to cater the MCQs. So do not worry about the MCQs, that how we are going to cater the MCQs. If you know the chapter, if you know the chapter very well, then there is no need to do the MCQ separately. Okay, if ICI has come up with any kind of MCQ booklet, etc., of course we are going to do that. Okay, and all the MCQs, whatever MCQ we do, the ICI, whatever ICI is given, that MCQs, yes, we are going to do in the class. Apart from that, any other query you have regarding the batch? We'll go slow. We'll try to have a full understanding. Okay, underline where there is a scope for MCQ. Yes, of course, I will tell you where can the question will be coming, from where the question might come, okay, from where MCQ might come. Yes, along with the class, I'm going to guide you for that as well. So do not worry about it. Okay, you will get the how I teach while we'll start the session. Okay, so I guess anyone do not have any kind of questions. Yes, there's going to be the 100% English batch, but if anyone wanted to enroll for Hindi English batch, that is also available. Regarding recording, yes, one more important thing is the recording. How you will get the recording? So I'm going to share a app link in the our private Telegram group for only for the enrolled students. Okay, they need to just register into the app and let me know that they have registered. Okay, and I will add my email in the particular audit batch for 100% English. Okay, there you can get all the recordings. The recordings will be of unlimited use, so you can watch it multiple times. If you by chance miss the live session, you can always watch it again. Maybe you wanted to revise the chapters, you can of course watch it. Okay, so I think, are you guys ready to start the audit with audit of public sector undertaking, that is audit of PSU? Yes or no? Just tell me. This is going to be a very much interactive session. Okay. Um, I want you to all just write yes, no, etc. Whatever your queries are. Yes, just yes. What about others? If you have attended any of my sessions, you know that I'm too much interactive. Okay. Yes, I will tell you if you have any kind of doubt, etc. After finishing off some of the topics. I'm waiting for more yeses. Okay. Okay. Some more. 24 people are there. Just hit some like and let's start. Okay. Great. Um. So, what do you mean by PSU? PSU, what do you mean by PSU? Public sector undertaking. What do you understand by PSU, public sector undertaking? It is any kind of undertaking that is done, that is under the government influence. Okay. There can be three kinds of categories of PSUs. One, that is departmentally managed undertaking form as a government activities. That is departments that are managed by the government. Okay, departments that are managed by the government like railways, postal services, right? These are the departments that is managed by the government, like armed forces. Okay, these are the departments that are managed by the government. These are known for what this is called PSUs. This is called as PSUs. Then there are government companies or deemed government companies, that is set up under the Companies Act 2013. Now, how these are government companies? Because the stakes are 51% or more with the central government, state government, or by combine of the both of them. Okay, by central government, state government, or by combine of both of them. So, or maybe the subsidiary or the holding of the government company, also be known as the government company only. Okay. So the government company and the deemed government companies under Companies Act that is also acquired by the government is also known as the PSU, and the corporation set up under a specific act. Okay, the corporation that is set up under the specific act, that is like LIC, UTI, and even our ICI is also set up under the specific act, that is also known as the PSUs. So PSU, what is the categories of PSU? The PSUs category are one, that is department that is managed by the government. Okay, departments that are managed by the government, government companies and the deemed government companies, and the corporation that is set under the specific act, that is the like LIC, UTI, etc. These are known as the PSUs. Okay, then we'll move forward. You all know that all these government companies, all these PSUs are being audited by our CAG. Okay, Comptroller and Auditors General of India. All these PSUs, etc., are being audited by CAG. How CAG has auditing the all these companies? So basically, CAG appoint a CA who do audit of these companies. Okay. So basically, all the audit of all the PSUs are being managed by the CAG. Okay. So what are things, how the powers has been given, how the appointment will be there, what are the duties of the CAG is written under our constitution. Constitution, article number 148. So MCQ might come from here. Okay, MCQ might come from here. That let me know that on which appointment will be there of CAG. So it is given under the article number 148. Okay, article number 148. So let us see. There are four articles for CAG defining the powers, etc. of CAG, how the appointment will be done, what is the removal, what salary CAG is going to get. Okay, so Article 148 gives about appointment of CAG by President to the appointment of CAG, special procedure for removal of CAG, how there is a procedure for removal of CAG, and only on the ground of proven misbehavior or incapacity. Okay, only on the grounds of proven misbehavior. Okay, so how the appointment will be done, how the removal will be done, what is the salary and other conditions that is there. Okay, what are the other conditions that is there for salaries, etc. Okay, so these all are the these all are given in Article 148. These all are given under Article 148. And then Article number 149. Powers are given under Article number 149. That is, what is the duties that is to be exercised by the CAG. Okay, these duties, powers, and conditions of services are given under Article number 148. 149, sorry. So in 148 there is appointment, removal, salary. 149 there is powers, duties, and conditions of services. Now, how the accounts will be formed. Okay, how the accounts will be kept of these government companies, how the accounts of these government companies will be kept is written under Article 150. Article 150, how CAG on the advice of CAG, President, etc. prescribe the form state and government shall be kept the accounts, how the accounts of union and state shall be kept. Okay, and then Article 151 is about the report. Audit report of CAG to the accounts. Central and state government should be submitted to the President, governments, and state who shall lay down the Parliament and State Legislative Assembly. That is how the audit report is going to be laid before the Parliament or the Legislative Assembly. Okay, it is related to accounts. How accounts is going to be kept in union and state. It is about the duties, powers, and how services will be there of CAG, and how the CAG is being appointed, its salary, okay, and how he is going to be removed is given under Article 148. So MCQ might come. How MCQ will become? MCQ will become like where in which article it is written that accounts of accounts of union and states will be kept. So you need to write Article 150 or you need to take Article 150. Okay, so it is quite simple. 148 about appointment, special powers, and salaries. Article number 149, how the duties, powers, okay, and Article 150, how accounts are kept. Article number 151, how audit reports are formed, and how it is going to be sent to the Parliament or Legislative Assembly. Any question, guys? Any questions to here? Are you able to understand this part? Shall we move forward? Yes, no? Understood? Yes. What about others? Okay. So we have some committees as well. Okay. Some committees of PSU audit that helps the CAG to make the audit possible. Okay. So it is Public Accounts Committee, Estimate Committee, and committees on public audit. So what are these committees? Let us read both MCQ as well as descriptive kind of question can be asked from this part. Okay. Let us read first. That is the Public Accounts Committee. Public Accounts Committee. It helps how that money were disbursed legally on the service of purpose to which they are applied for. Means, what do you mean by that? That all the monies that is received by the public companies, that is received by the PSUs, are disbursed legally and within the power and scope in which they are applied for. Like suppose railway has received some amount from the government to purchase a new train. So all the money that is received by the railway department is being actually applied for the and actually being disbursed legally, actually for which they are applied for which they are given for. So who will see this? The public accounts committee will see this. That the expenditure were incurred were authorized. All the expenditure that is being done by the railways are being authorized by the some railway officer or someone who is authorized to do that. Okay, if you are spending suppose 1 crore rupees in cleaning of railway, that 1 crore must be legally authorized. The railway must be legally authorized to do that particular expenditure. So first, whatever the money is there, it must be legally disbursed, and before disbursing, it must be properly authorized. Before disbursement, it must be properly authorized that yes, you are legally authorized to disburse the amount or spend the amount into this particular thing. Okay. And now the reapportionment has been made in accordance with the provision made of distribution of funds. Now, suppose the amount has been come, the railway tickets has been sold, so you will get some amount, right? Now, how this amount will be reappropriated? How this amount will be redistributed? What will be the distribution of fund? Like suppose salary being distributed. So these are according with the provision made. There are some provisions that is made how the salary will be distributed. So all the funds that is there should be distributed in a manner that is prescribed. Okay. So what public funds committee will do? It basically deals with the money. It basically deals with the money. How money is being legally disbursed. Okay. Whenever you are disbursing, it must be properly authorized. Before disbursement, it must be properly authorized. Now, from the disbursement, you get some cash. That cash must be distributed legally. That distribution of fund must be accordance with the provision. Now, how MCQ will be coming? MCQ will be coming that the real disbursement will be there. Okay, the money is being disbursed legally. Which committee will help CAG uh, in making this authorization? Okay, so which committee will be going to help? That is Public Accounts Committee. Okay, this kind of MCQ might come. Okay, or there can be another kind of question, that is the descriptive kind of question, where you will be going to ask that what is the role of Public Accounts Committee. Okay, so there are three committees: Public Accounts Committee, Estimate Committee, and POPU. That is our committee on public under committee on public undertaking. So first we have read what is Public Accounts Committee, and now we will study about Estimate Committee. What do you mean by Estimate Committee? Someone who makes the estimate, and someone who will see that whether the estimation are proper or not. Okay. Reports. A report what economies in improvement in organization efficiency, administrative reforms consistent with the policy underlying estimate may be affected. Means what? It makes the public. Sorry, the estimate committee will make reports that what all reforms will be there, what are policies that is being formed, or whether the estimates that is being given before making these improvements in the organization are being as per the estimate or not. Suppose railway Suppose railway has make a policy to book a ticket online, and it say it will boost our sales, it will improve the efficiency. Okay, or maybe railway has put a thing that people can check their seat number online. So it said that it will improve the organization, it will improve the customer experience, right? So whether they will make a report that whether it is actually being effective or not, the estimation is correct or not, that 90% of people will now not going to form a line in front of the platform to check their seat number because they can check it online, right? So whether it is actually working or not, okay, all the reforms etc are as per are effective or not. Okay, or if they are not that effective, if the online booking system is not that effective, they can suggest the alternate policy as per the estimate etc. They can select the alternate policies as well. This is the work of what estimate committee. They will estimate the improvement, they will estimate the efficiency. Okay, and they can also suggest an alternative policies. After that, examine whether the money is laid down is within limit or not. Means, suppose you have done the online thing. Okay, for the setup of this online portal, you need to have some money. you need to spend some money for the creation of this online portal, for the marketing of it, for putting out that now you can check your seat number online as well. Okay, so whether this money that is being spent over the improvement is within the limit or not, because before having any kind of reform, you must approve it, right? You must approve it that okay, we'll spend like 1 crore rupees over this reform, and we estimate 90% of the people will get benefited from. Okay, so the estimate committee will check it that okay, whether it is effective or not, whether it is within the estimate or not. If not, they will suggest an alternative policy, and they will also see the money spent over there, the money laid down over there is within limit or not. Examine whether the money laid down over there is within limit or not. You might confuse it with the earlier thing. Okay, so be cautious about it. Okay, do not get confused between the public accounts committee and the estimate committee, where it is examining whether the money is laid down is within limit or not. Because here there is no part of limit. There is only there that it is legally being dispersed. Okay, the money is being authorized, and the reapportionment. Okay, you need to know the keywords for it, not being confused. Okay. And for here, there is estimate, alternative policy, and money laid down within limit suggests the form of estimate that can be presented in the parliament. Now, how the improvement, how the estimate will going to be present in the parliament, because of course it is going to be um, due earlier. Okay, it is going to be posted in the front of the parliament. So how it is going to be in the front of the parliament is going to be the report, the form in which the estimate is to be presented before the parliament is going to be suggested by the estimate committee. That how these estimates are going to be presented before the parliament is going to be told by the estimate committee. So estimate committee, it is very much simple how the improvement is being there. The estimate of this affected. If it is not, then suggest an alternative policy. Then whatever money is being spent is within the limit, and he will suggest how these estimate is laid down before the parliament, how this estimate is going to be presented before the parliament. Okay, now we're left with the last committee. We left the last committee, that is POPU, that is a committee on public undertaking. Now, one of the major function of this public undertaking is it exercise other function that is not lasted to public accounts committee and estimate committee, that is may not be covered and allocated from time to time. That is the other things, the other work that is not allocated to public accounts committee and estimate committee is going to be done by who? Means rest over work is going to be done by who? Okay, and to examine, now it mainly examines what it examines: reports and accounts of public undertaking. It examines the reports and accounts of public undertaking. It examines the report of CAG on public undertaking. Means it also examines the reports of public undertaking. It also examines the autonomy and efficiency of public undertaking, whether it is managed as per sound business principles or not. That is prudence. That is like majorly committee on public undertaking see all the reports. Okay, it examines all the reports of either public undertaking, that is all the accounts of public undertaking, as well as the audit report of CG. It also examines it, and also it sees that the public undertaking, all the work of public undertaking is done in such a manner that it is sound business principle. That suppose railway is buying a new train. Okay, railway is buying a new train. Now for this train, whether they are not overutilizing it. Suppose the same train can be done. If some private player is going to approach that train, it can be done in 100 crore rupees. But what railway has done, because the money is not their own, right? They are getting money from the parliament. Okay, they are getting from the income taxpayers. So suppose they have bought this train for 200 crores. So this is not accordance with the sound business principle or prudence commercial practices. So who will examine whether it is done prudently or not? It is done by the POPU, that is Public Committee on Public Undertaking, and other rest over work will be done by who? Committee on Public Undertaking. So the keywords for Committee on Accounts is money, For estimation committee, it is about the estimates. And for our COPU, that is Committee on Public Undertaking, it is regarding examine the reports, examine the accounts, examine whether all the things are done in the sound business principles and the rest overall. Now here also we know that money is legally being disposed of. Okay, it is authorized, and whatever money we are going to get is also disbursed within the limit. Okay, it is being uh, distribution of fund is made in accordance with the vision. Okay, are you able to get all the committees or not? All the committees of CAG? Yes or no? Is it clear? I want this from all of you. Okay. Till now, what we have learned? Till now, we have learned what all included in PSUs. That is departments, government companies, corporations. Then we have learned about the articles. That is article number 148, 149, 50, and 151. Thereafter, we have learned about the committees. That is Committee on Public and Accounts. After that, Estimation Committee and Committee on Public Undertaking. Okay, and now there is something known as basic elements of PSU audit. That is basic elements of PSU audit. Okay, so there are total three parties. There are three parties. Okay, in any kind of audit, there are only three parties, as well as in the PSU audit, there are only three parties. What all these three parties are? First is the auditor, who actually performs the audit. You know, auditor will be there in the audit, right? Auditor will perform the audit. But then there is a responsible party. Who is responsible party? Responsible party is the client. Okay, for whom the audit is going to be done. For with whom the audit is going to be done. Like some companies, like railway, we are doing the audit of railway. Then who is the responsible party who will respond, who will provide us all the financial statement, who will provide all of our data? Then responsible party is the company whose audit are going to be done by the auditor. And then third is the intended user, that is the general public who is going to use the report of CAG. That is the parliament maybe who is going to use the report of CAG. Okay, these are the three parties involved in the audit of PSUs. One is the auditor, second is the responsible party, third is the intended user. Okay. There are three parties: auditor, responsible party, and the intended user. Auditor, the role of auditor. Yes, the role of auditor is fulfilled by the supreme audit institution, that is the power delegated to the duty of Controller and Auditor General of India and the Indian Accounting Audit and Accounts Department, functioning under him under the Constitution of Supreme Audit Institution of India. Basically, it's going to say that audit is going to be performed by CAG. Audit is going to be performed by CAG. Okay. Responsible party is the relevant responsibility are determined by the constitution and legal arrangement. Generally, auditable entity, the entity whose audit is going on, and those charged with governance, those charged with government of auditable entity. That is the management of the auditable entity would be the responsible party who are responsible to provide all the information to CAG. Okay, the responsible party may be responsible for the subject matter information and managing the subject matter for the addressing recommendations. That is, all the things is going to be provided by the responsible party, that is the auditable entity or the those charged with governance of the auditable entity, right? Now, lastly, intended user. Intended users are all the individuals, organization, or the class thereof whom auditor has prepared the audit report. That is, the auditor, all the users, like it may be individual, it may be organization, or it may be someone whoever use the audit report. Okay, whoever use the audit report are the intended user. So we all know who are the parties to the PSU audit. There are three parties. One is the auditor, the second is the responsible party, and the third is the intended user. The third is the intended user. Okay, now there are some basic elements in audit. One is the subject matter, the other one is criteria, and the subject matter information. I know it is going to be kind of complicated, so I want all of your attention here. Okay, your all of attention is required here because this is a kind of tricky thing. to explain me. Okay. Subject matter. Subject matter is any kind of information, etc., that is measured and evaluated against certain criteria. Okay. All the information that the auditor must get. Okay. All the information that auditor get. Suppose financial statement, and it is measured and evaluated against certain criteria. It is measured that whether financial statements are free from or material misstatement or not. Okay, so what is the criteria of evaluating the subject matter, of evaluating the information? It is the criteria. Okay, so what is the subject matter? Subject matter is any information that is about the financial statement that is being measured and evaluated against certain criteria. It must be free from all material misstatement. So, you tell me what is subject matter here? Financial statement or material misstatement? As per my example, what is the subject matter here? Financial statement or material misstatement? One or two. Who is the subject matter here? It refers to the information. It refers to the information or the condition activity that is measured against certain criteria. I want more answers. One, yes, one. Financial statement is the subject matter. This is the information, this is the condition, this is the activity that is actually being measured against certain criteria. So, the financial statement is actually measured, right? The financial statement are actually being measured. So, financial statement are what? Financial statement is a subject matter. Suppose in the audit of PSU, there is a subject matter that whether the money is being spent prudently or not on train. Right. So here the train is going to be the subject matter. It is the information or the condition of the activity that is measured against certain criteria whether the money is spent prudently or not. So criteria here will be the criteria here will be prudently. Right. For the subject for the financial statement, the criteria would be what? It is free from material misstatement. So I hope with this only with this only definition of subject matter, you know now what is the criteria. What is the criteria? Criteria is a benchmark to evaluate the subject matter. It is a benchmark. Okay, it is something we need to assure about. We need to get the assurance about it, the subject matter. It is a benchmark which is used to evaluate the subject matter. Okay, which is used to evaluate whether subject matter is free from all material misstatement, whether trade is prudently being spent on. So criteria is a benchmark which is evaluated by subject matter or not. Let me take one more example over here. Suppose I'm checking P and I'm checking whether the material, the expenditure is given true and fair view or not of actual expenditure. So tell me what here is P and L. What here is P and L. Whether it is a subject matter or whether it is a criteria. One or two. One or two. I want all of you. What is P and L? Here, in this particular example. Many answers I need. There are many people. One. Okay, it is a subject. And whether it is true and fair. What, what is this? True and fair? Whether it is true and fair or not, I'm evaluating the subject matter, right? So what do you mean by true and fair here? It is a criteria, right? Right. It is a criteria. Now, by measuring the subject matter against the criteria, we got some information. We got some information that yes, it is true and fair. Okay. So whatever information that we are going to get, it is known as the subject matter information. When I am evaluating financial statement, whether it is free from all material misstatement or not, I am getting some output by evaluating yes or no. Right. These output are known as what? These output are known as subject matter information. It is known as the outcome for evaluating and measuring the subject matter against the criteria. Whatever outcome is going to become by evaluating the or measuring the subject matter against the criteria, this is known as subject matter information. So financial statement are our subject matter. Criteria is material misstatement, and The subject matter information is our outcome. Now I'm taking one more example and I want all of you to answer my question. Okay. There is train. We are evaluating whether it is prudently done or not, and our outcome will be yes or no. Right? So train here, train here is what? Come on, train here is subject matter. Now, prudently done or not, the spend is done prudently or not. What is this? It is a criteria. And what is the outcome? Subject matter information. So with this, like this, we will going to study audit with the help of many examples. Okay. Um. Okay. Great. Now let us first revise till here the module itself. Okay. We are going to have a module. First of all, from PSU, overview of PSU, I am expecting 4 to 6 marks. Okay, 4 to 6 marks. One of a descriptive type of question and one MCQ might come from this particular chapter. Okay, this is the chapter overview. Okay, even if you do not have your module, do not worry about it. Just stay with me. Just stay here and see whatever I'm telling you. Okay, whenever you will get your module, you can mark it. You can again and again watch it because it has unlimited views. Yes, and if you have your module, it's great. If you do not have your module, just wait for like 1 or 2 weeks. If it doesn't arrive in 1 or 2 weeks, what is my recommendation is to get a printout. Okay, because the exams are very very near. Okay, we cannot work unless we have the module with ourselves. Okay, so this is the chapter overview. Okay, this is all the chapter overview that we are going to study further. Now you do not need to read this because this is only for the reading purpose or the introduction purpose. So just cut it off. Then we have read. Then we have read what? Categorization of PSU. That is one that is department that is managed by the government, right? Government companies and the corporation that is set up with a specific act. Okay. We have already read this. Then we have read all the articles. That is article 148, 149, 150, 151. This whole paragraph we have read appointment, salary, removal, right? Duties and powers of CAG. Then how accounts is going to be kept and how the audit report is to be presented for the parliament or the legislative assembly, right? Now these are all the only the definitions of PSU, right? That all the all the government departments are there like railways and post. All the enterprise that is controlled by state government, that is the government companies. All the autonomous body that is controlled by union and state, and all the authorities that is financially substantially financed. Substantially financed means what? That is 51% substantially financed by state and government. That is also known as what? PSU. You all know that. Now, every year, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, every year, Comptroller and Auditor General of India issue a audit report on all the audit entities. Okay, they issue all the audit report on all the entities. Now, the government company's audit is going to be conducted in some other manner, like that is commercial audit that is done by the chartered accountant. I have already told you that CAG appoints various CA to do audit of PSU. Okay, CAG will appoint auditor to do the audit of PSU, and then CA will give report to CAG. And if CAG is satisfied, then well and good. But if CAG is not satisfied, then CAG might do test audit or supplementary audit. Okay, then CAG might do test audit or supplementary audit again of this particular PSU. Now, this is the basic thing that is done in the audit of PSU. Okay. There is a special arrangement for the audit of companies in which government participation is 51% or more. The auditor of this company, that is form of chartered accountant, that is a firm of chartered accountant is being appointed by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. And auditor is given the direction and the manner in which the audit is going to be conducted, and he also empowers to comment upon the auditor's report of the auditor. In addition, he has right, that is the CAG has the right to conduct a supplementary audit and the test audit if considered necessary by the order. Means they can have a order and they can do supplementary and the test audit as well of the government company. Okay. Now all this is not that much important. You can self read it. It only saying that okay, action and audit report can be taken, and now there are something known as they have make committees like public accounts committee, estimation committee, and COPO. Now we will study in detail about this. Okay, we'll study it in detail. That is Public Accounts Committee. Public Accounts Committee, you already know all the duties, that is whether the money is being disbursed in the purpose that is being applied for, whether the expenditure is authorized, and the reapportionment of the fund, that is the distribution is made in accordance with the provision or not. Right? Now, estimation committee will estimate the improvement, right? Suggest the alternative policy, see whether the money is laid down within the limit or not. Then it also suggests how the report is going to be presented before the parliament, right? Now, COPU, examines the report of accounts, examine the report of CAG, see whether it is done efficiently or not within the common prudence or not, right? And other thing that is not being given to an estimation committee is going to be given to the COPU, right? Now, what is the CAG role? What is the CAG role functioning? That is being recognized that in this whole the organization, in this whole estimation, what is the role of the CAG? Okay, till now, have you understood all of the things? Till now, yes or no? Have you understand all of the things? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. So what is going to be the whatever things, if suppose you are thinking that okay, I have not read this para, not read this para, that it is your homework. It is your homework to only read the module. What is whatever the relevant thing regarding your understanding, regarding what will come into the examination, that I can do. Okay. Apart from that, the basic reading, once that is your homework to do that. Okay. Now, CAG role. His report generally form basis of committees working, although they are not frequently examining the issue brought into his report. That is, CAG is basically take the committee working. Suppose the Public Accounts Committee has made the thing that whether the money is being legally disbursed or not, right? The money is being properly authorized or not, right? It is properly utilized or not, right? So the committee working is taken. The help of this is taken by the CAG, okay, and it might or might not include this thing in his report, okay. He scrutinizes the role notes of ministry submitted to the committee and helps the committee to check the correctness of the submission of the committee and the facts and figures in their draft report. That is, he see whatever the replies the committees are getting from the ministries, okay. The ministry actually manage the PSU, right? Suppose Ministry of Railway has given some submission to the committees. Now the CAG will help committees to check whether the facts and figures are correct or not, and then help the committees to draft the report. So basically, the CAG take the help of committee working as well as help the committee to examine whether the facts and figures are correct or not. Now, financial committee present their reports to the parliament estate with the observation and the recommendation. Now, all these committees will present a report. They all present a report in front of the parliament, in front of the state legislative, providing their all the observation and all the recommendation. The various ministries, departments, or government are required to inform committee on the action taken on the recommendation of the committee. Now, all the committees, all the ministries, etc., have to report back to the committee that what all work they have done over these recommendations. Okay, that is, suppose estimation committee has given some alternative policy to the ministry. Now it is the duty of the ministry to reply back to the committee that what all actions that is taken by them, what all actions that is taken by them on the recommendations of the committee. Okay. In respect of the audit report, which could not be discussed in detail by the committee. Now there is might be cases that there are some report that is not being discussed by the committee in detail. Written answer is obtained from the ministry and department concerned because they have only obtained the written answers from the department and the ministry concerned, incorporated into report presented to the parliament and state legislative. So they only need to present that answers that they get from the ministry or the department in the parliament or the state. This ensures the audit report is not taken lightly to the government even prior report is not deliberated upon by the committee. That is, any cases that is not being taken care lightly. It is all the cases that even if not discussed in detail, all the answers that is obtained from the committee is presented before the parliament and the state legislative. Now these are the work or these are the goals of CAG with the committee. Okay, what are the rules? First, it helps with the committee working. Second, it helps the committee to examine the facts and figures are correct or not. Third, the financial reports etc. are presented before the parliament and the ministry etc. will have to tell what all actions they have taken for the recommendations of the committee. And fourth, what all matters that is not being discussed in details by the committee, answers obtained must be included in the reports that is being presented by the parliament and the state legislative, providing them that their audit reports are not taken lightly by the government. Okay, this is the role of the CAG with committees. Okay, are you able to understand till here? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, great. Now there is a question. Do not ever leave this. Okay, do not ever leave any kind of questions. Do all the questions. Okay, these are the questions. PCG Associate are the Statutory Auditor of BNC Public Limited, a PSU power sector. It engaged in building large-size thermal power station to accelerate the development of public sector company. Okay, so this is a PSU. Okay, it helps in the power sector. Okay, one of the financial committee means one of the financial committee, either COPU, any financial committee has decided to examine its physical and financial performance. Okay, one of the committees examining the physical and financial performance. It also examines the audit finding of CAG. Okay, it also examines the audit finding of CAG. One second. Okay, of CAG in respect of the action taken by the CAG or not. Okay, the committee also processes to include the report performance on various operation matters that how this company is actually been performing. That means what is this committee is doing? This committee is examining the operation result of the particular company. Okay, it is also examining the audit report of CAG. It also examines the operations are being working of this entity or not. Okay, of the PSU. Tell me what is this committee? Which financial committee of parliament deals with such a matter? Outline this main function. That is, you need to write the name and then second, you need to write the main functioning. Tag, estimate committee or COPU. So you have already write it is COPU, right? Why? Because it is examining, it is examining, right? This is how the practical question might come. Okay, and this also might come in the MCQ form like this. Okay, so now you will able to know that how questions is coming and how you will able to answer it. If you know the content clearly, you will able to answer all the MCQ clearly, right? Now there are audit that is conducted by CAG. Let me just remove all this thing in like one go so that it won't be difficult for us. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So till now, all things clear, guys. You know how the answers are coming, right? You know how questions are coming. You know how to answer them. You know if there is any kind of MCQ, you will be able to answer them, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? All things clear, going perfectly, right? Okay, great. Now, objective and scope of public undertaking of PSU audit. Now, the audit that is done by CAG, it is going to be divided into three parts. That is the financial, compliance, and performance audit. These are the kinds of audit that is done by the auditor. Okay, this is the kind of audit that is done by the auditor: financial, compliance, and the performance audit. Audit of PSU is not constrained of financial and compliance audit. Now, these are the some of the objectives and scope. If someone is asking you what is the objective of PSU audit, right? What is the scope? What is being covered under PSU audit? You need to write this answer. Okay, you need to write this answer. Question is what? What is the objective of PSU audit? Why you are doing the audit of PSU? What is the scope? What is the coverage of your work? Right? So you need to answer this particular question. That audit of PSU is not only concerned with the financial audit, it is also the compliance audit. See, mostly when we do audit of another entity, like suppose a firm or a sole proprietorship, we are doing the audit of them. We are only concerned about the financial aspects. We are only doing the audit of financial statement, or might we are also doing the audit of the whether they are compliant with the laws and regulations or not. But when the thing is coming about the PSU audit, we are not only constrained with the financial or the compliance audit, we are also compliance with the performance, how the performance is being done, whether the decision is being taken prudently or not, right? Audit of PSU in India is not only restricted to financial and compliance audit, it also extend towards the performance. What is the performance of that particular PSU, right? Because we are concerned that how the money of our government, how the money of the public in general is being utilized by the PSU. That is why the audit of PSU is not only constrained with the financial and the compliance audit, it also extends towards the performance of the particular audit, right? Proprietary audit, as I said. The another aspect of audit related to the question of proprietary. The audit is extended towards the examination of management decision, how management decision is being taken about the sales, purchases, contracts, etc. Okay. About the sales, purchases, contracts, that is, suppose management is taking certain decision, whether the decision is as per prudent or not, as per the best interest of the undertaking or not, or whether it is for their own benefit. Suppose management is taking a decision on giving certain cleaning cleaning of all trains contract. Okay, someone from the outside has quoted it in 1 crore per month. Okay, but the management close relative quoted in for 1.5 crore. So whether the decision of management is prudently or not, as per the prudent decision, as per the best decision or not, this we will also concern in the proprietary audit. Okay, whether the thing is taken as per their own proprietorship or not. Okay. Um, then we'll also do comprehensive audit. We are not only concerned about the financial aspect. We are not only concerned about the compliance aspect. We are not only see only the proprietary audit or the performance. We will see comprehensive all the efficiency come performance audit. We will do efficiency plus performance audit. A comprehensive audit we will do about all the areas of weaknesses, whether the value of money is being spent or not. Okay, whether the decision of management is done or not, the comprehensive appraisal of performance of the undertaking. We will do the comprehensive of the PSU. So what is the scope of PSU audit? It is not only financial or compliance audit. It is also proprietary audit. It is also comprehensive audit. Okay. So all these are the objective and the scope of our PSU audit. Now, whether the organization decision is taken by the competent authority or not. Suppose the manager is only have the competent authority to pass the bill of 50 lakhs or more. Okay. So whether the decision is being taken by the competent authority or not, this is also the scope of the PSU audit. Okay. Helping the government. Actually, by doing this audit, we are actually helping the government in making sure that these government money is being spent efficiently and effectiveness or not. Okay, by bringing out the financial and operational deficiency, inadequacy, and ineffectiveness in the system and shortfall of performance. Okay, by analyzing the whole of the data, we are actually helping the government. Okay, by doing the PSU audit, we are helping the government in taking the better decision. Okay, highlighting the issue of efficient and economic operation. Now, also doing the audit, we are also highlighting where is the issue, where the money is going to wasted, which organization is not performing well. Okay, so we are also doing all of this thing. Okay, now, financial and managerial accountability. Now, while doing this audit, we are making sure that all the managers are actually being accountable about their decisions. Okay, because audit is going to be done. Okay, so they are going to answerable about their decisions, right? Why they have not given the tender to someone who is giving the same services at lower cost of price. So they are accountable. The managers are accountable to this decision. In broad context, government audit emphasizes on two main aspects. Financial accountability. It includes the audit of provision of funds, sanction, compliance, and proprietary and managerial accountability, that is the efficiency, economy, and effectiveness. That is also known as efficiency cum performance audit. Whenever used, the objective of examination, the financial and operation performance of the organization, program, authority, or the function towards identifying the opportunity and greater efficiency, economy, and effectiveness is being achieved or not. This has been what? This is the scope and objective of PSU audit. It is financial it is extended to financial and compliance audit. We are also concerned about the performance audit. Okay. We are also concerned about the proprietary audit. We are also doing comprehensive audit. We are also helping government. We are also having financial accountability and management accountability. Okay. These all are what? These all are the scopes and objective of PSU audit. Now, elements. We all know three parties: auditor, responsible, intended user. We all know subject matter criteria, and subject matter information. We have read all these things. We have also read this thing very deeply, right? Now, there are two types of engagement. One is the attestation and engagement, and other one is the direct reporting engagement. Attestation arrangement means we will check all the things. Suppose financial statement, P&L, cash flow, and we will assess that okay, all these things are free from material misstatement. We are attesting it. We are doing the attestation audit. And the other one is the direct reporting engagement, in which we will directly report to the government whether the performance is good or not, whether the sanction are correct or not. Okay, we are directly reporting to the someone else. We are directly reporting over one thing. Okay, these are the two kinds of engagement that a auditor can do. One is the attestation arrangement, where they will get a relevant, what I can say, assurance. Okay, and they will assist over it. And other one is the direct reporting over certain things. Attestation agreement, the responsible party measures the subject matter criteria and present a conclusion. Yes, they give a conclusion and sign over it. Okay, they give a opinion. Okay, in the direct reporting engagement, auditor who measures and evaluate the subject matter against the criteria, whether the thing is perfectly, whether it is prudently done or not. It is only evaluating but not giving a particular conclusion. Okay. Now, you all know general principles of audit. We all know from the starting of our CPT, general principle of audit is ethics and independence, professional judgment and due care, quality, audit team and management skill, audit risk, materiality, documentation, and communication. We will all focus over these general principles. While doing the audit of PSU as well, we will all focus on the general principles of auditing as well. Okay, uh, we will do audit as per independent. We will apply all our professional judgment. We will do quality control of our audit. We will manage our audit team. We will see the audit risk, and as per audit risk, we will determine the materiality. During the audit, we will also do the documentation and proper communication with those charged with governance. Okay. Till now, are you able to understand? Yes or no? Tell me. Till here, are you able to understand? Yes, great. Okay. Now, principles related to audit process. What is the audit process? So, I will tell you the normal audit process. Normal in any kind of audit process, it is going to be the same audit process. Okay. The one thing is the planning of audit. First, we will do the planning of audit. Okay. After planning the audit, we will conduct the audit. Okay. First, we will plan the audit as per the, we will see, we will do the risk analysis, and after the risk analysis we will determine the materiality, right? And then we will decide the audit procedures to be performed. After deciding what procedures to be performed, we will start doing that particular uh, procedures. Okay, we will start obtaining audit evidences. We will start evaluating those audit evidences and start making our conclusions, right? And when we have made our conclusion, we will start reporting and follow up from the those charged with governance, that whether this thing is correct or not. We will communicate our findings. Okay, we will follow up for the reported findings. So this is the basic audit process, that is planning for audit and then conducting the audit, and after that reporting and the follow up. Okay, we all know the general principle. We all know the audit process. Okay. Thereafter, in this particular chapter, we will study about financial audit. That you know, financial statement audit, compliance audit, whether the PSU has complied with laws and regulations, and all the things are not okay. And then we'll study general audit principles. That is simple. That is the plan, then planning. After that, conducting, performing, and gathering audit evidences, getting conclusions, and at last reporting. We'll study all these things in detail. Afterwards, we'll study performance audit, how to measure the performance of PSU, right? After that, we'll study these all the performance audit, planning of performance audits, okay? And afterward, comprehensive audit, how comprehensive audit is going to be done. We'll study that as well. After that, proprietary audit. Okay, these are all the kinds of audit. Like, after that, audit report of controller and auditor general. How the audit report of controller and auditor general is being prepared. Right, what all things are included in the audit report. Right, we'll study that. And with this, we will be completing the whole of the chapter. In this particular chapter, not much things are left. Only the kinds of audit that is being left. Right. That is financial audit, comprehensive audit, performance audit, right? And afterwards, audit report. Only these all topics are being left into this particular chapter, right? So here in our notes as well, principles and audit process we have covered. Now, audit of government company, how government company's audit is going to be conducted, then types of audit. We are going to study all these things in detail, that is financial, compliance, performance, proprietary, and comprehensive audit, and we will finish off this particular chapter. Okay. Now, the last topic we'll study for the day is audit of government company. Okay. Then we'll finish off the today's class and we'll study tomorrow as well. Okay. I'll take all of your doubts, etc. Okay. Or okay, just finish off it. It's actually just for reading purpose. It's not much that I need to tell you. Now first you need the appointment of auditor. You all know, if you have studied in law, how the appointment is done of government company. So CAG appoint the auditor in government company, first auditor and subsequent auditor. Although auditor is being appointed in the government company by CAG itself, right? So all these things are written over there only. That CAG appoint the auditor in the manner and give it the direction that in what manner the audit of the government company is being prepared. What is the audit report, how it's going to be prepared. Then our controller and auditor general can also do supplementary audit, right? It can also do supplementary audit. It can order supplementary audit within 30 days of receipt of audit. Once CAG first appoint the auditor, CA, to the particular PSU. He will conduct the audit and give audit report. If CAG thinks within 60 days he can do supplementary audit. If he thinks he can also he can also comment upon the supplementary audit and can provide inputs over the supplementary audit. And if he wants, he can also do the test audit. Okay, if he want, he can further do the test audit. All these things are for reading only. Okay, you can read this one. You can get I will share this PDF with you all in the Telegram. Okay, you can read it out. You can take a print out if you wanted to. If you do not want, you can. It's okay, because we will anyways is going to be covered from module itself. Okay, and then only these kinds of audit is being left in this particular chapter that we will cover more. Are you all already enrolled into the batch or yet to enroll into? Already enrolled? Yes or no? Enrolled? Yes. Okay. Enrolled? Yet to? Okay. Yes. Enrolled? Yes. Vishnu, Vasmi Krishna? Yet to? Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to tell you that please do enroll by yourself today itself so that you will get all the communication into the Telegram, our own Telegram group. There is a private Telegram group for only 100% English students. Okay, as well as if you wanted to take, you can take Hindi batch itself. It's okay. I will provide this lecture on YouTube itself. Okay, if someone wanted to check any kind of demo again, how how the recordings will be going to be provided so that you can check on YouTube, because in YouTube, not only my screen but also I am also visible. Okay, in recording. Okay. Any other questions you have regarding the batch or how you feel like how was your first class? Any reviews, etc. Please do give me reviews. I will provide a comment on the channel where you can provide me all the reviews about this particular class. Okay. And yes, this is how we're going to finish off all of our thing. And do not worry, I have given sufficient time. Like I have given 2 days to this public sector undertaking, right? Explain about virtual library, ma'am. Sure. So in virtual library, there are 90 plus students who continuously study together with the help of with in Gmeet. Okay. This particular Gmeet, they all open their camera and sit together and study. They also have a timer kind of thing where they can suppose have a time like 3 hours. Okay. So that they can all study together for 3 hours marathon. Okay, this will help you immensely in boosting your productivity itself. Okay, if someone is not able to sit for more hours, like suppose me, I'm not able to sit for more hours for study, but if I'm seeing someone else studying so much hard, so it will motivate me as well. Okay, it will motivate me as well to study, right? So but virtual library will help you to find out the friends, the colleagues that actually is studying, and you will also can able to study with them. You can also compete with them. Okay, we have a app where you can track the hours. Okay, where you can track your hours, that how much hours you have studied, how much hours your competitor have studied or your friend has been studying. So it will actually motivate you to study more, right? So this is the whole concept of virtual library. Virtual library is super cheap. Okay, it's only for 299 till your my attempt, and plus we'll conduct sessions, guidance sessions there. Okay, you can take help in any kind of subject with other colleagues. Tell me about test series for fast track batch. For fast track batch, you will get test chapter wise for all the chapters, but checking is not there. Okay, but you will get all the test. However, if you wanted to take test of checking as well, you can take chapter wise test series for 499 in our prep logics as well. You can also take a separate test series as well from prep logics. Okay, answer yes, of course. If you are getting the questions, you will also get the answers. Okay, do not worry about it. You will get the questions as well as you will get the answers. Okay, in the fast track batch. Okay. So these are the things that is being provided by me. One is the audit batch, fast track, and regular. Classes is going to be the same. Questions bank more is going to be same because we have spent 15 more days in practicing questions in the regular test. Both are going to be get checking only in regular batch is there. Okay. Ma'am, will you share question bank for fast track batch? Yes, question bank will be shared with both of them. Okay. The question bank coverage will be past year paper, MTP, RTP, etc. It is in progress. In within 1 week, you will get the soft copy. Okay. And soft copy, do not worry, soft copy is printable. And if you want, you can later on also book hard copy if you want it. Okay. And all other things, that is the audit batch, virtual libraries for 299, and the test series for other subject as well you can take from our website if you want. What my recommendation for you is to at least enroll for virtual library if you are a person who is not able to sit for more hours. Okay, if you are someone who can able to sit for more hours, then it is not for you. Okay, but if you are looking for someone with whom you can sit and study, if you are looking for someone to motivate you to study, it is a ma'am any marathon at the end. Yes, I have planned for it, but I am not sure about it. One thing, and the second thing is I am not even sure about the language because most probably the marathons will be taken in Hindi language only, Hindi English mixed language only. If I get time at that time, I will definitely try to do a marathon for 100% English as well. But till now, I'm not confirmed even about the Hindi English mix marathon and even about this batch as well. But yes, I will try to put something for it. Okay. Is test checking for regular batch? Yes, the test checking will be there for regular batch. Any other question, guys? If you do not have any other question, you can leave the meet. Just give me the review of today's class, whether you are able to understand it or not. I will provide a link, all the links of virtual library test and to enroll into the batch. Will provide it to the Telegram. Okay, prep logics. You can share about this classes with your colleagues, with your friends, because we have like less number of students for 100% English, so it will motivate me as well. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Any other questions you can put? If you do not have any questions, you can. Timing of fast track batch. Normally, the timing will be Monday to Friday. It is going to be 7 to 9 a.m. Okay, normal Monday to Friday. For Saturday, Sundays, the timing will be different. Okay, if Saturday, Sunday is on any holiday, timing might be different. Okay, timing will be shared in the Telegram group itself. Okay. One more query one person has. Ma'am, will be getting access of recorded batch? Yes, you will get the recorded batch access even if you are attending live, you will going to get. If you do not have any query, you can leave the meet. I have told you all the things. Please do enroll by today or tomorrow itself. Okay. Okay, guys, great. So we'll meet tomorrow and we'll have an interactive session. It's very good to have with you all. Looking forward to finish off all of the others. Okay, great. Goodbye.